Unrealized creativity metastasizes. When you have a creative dream or goal or ambition that you are not pursuing, it actually turns into grief, sorrow, and shame. So that's why I created this show. This is a place where I can bring on guests that I want to learn from and you can learn from who really are doing this, who are badass softies. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Badass Softie, a podcast for leaders who are unapologetically ambitious and want to lead with heart because you're allowed to chase big goals without losing what makes you human. I am your host, Dr. JJ Peterson, and that is the first time that I read those words out loud. I am so excited to be launching this podcast, and I am so excited that you have joined me in this journey. You know, I wanted to start a podcast where I could learn from people, where I could invite on leaders who believe that you can be both ambitious and kind, who are fun and driven, and who really lead with strength and power, but are deeply human. Because I wanted Badass Softie to be a place that celebrate leaders who choose heart in the midst of hustle and still aim unapologetically high. Because here's the thing, so much of my career, I have found myself surrounded by incredible people who I learn from every single day. People who I could look to that challenged me to be more ambitious. They had accomplished huge things that really maybe seemed unrealistic for a lot of people. They just went, no, we're aiming high, we're dreaming big, and we're going for it. And it's possible for you to do that too. And I've also been around people who are just incredibly kind and really want to build a safe place where people can be themselves and everything is driven by heart and it's driven by passion and purpose. And as I grew in my own leadership, I found that even as I learned from both of these people, that there really was a place in the middle that I felt like was missing. The leaders that I was drawn to the most were people who combined both of those things. They weren't just ambitious for ambition's sake, and yet they were accomplishing a lot. They were literally changing the world, reshaping their industries in so many ways. And yet they were also willing to lead with a lot of heart and bring so many other people with them in the process. And I wanted to find a space where we could come together and encourage each other and learn from each other and grow together and be inspired to do incredible things. Because I don't think you have to sacrifice one for the other. You know, we all know what unabashed ambition looks like, right? Where you're willing to step on anybody for the sake of stepping on them to get ahead. But also, I remember hearing Brene Brown say one time, unrealized creativity metastasizes. Meaning that when you have a creative dream or goal or ambition that you are not pursuing, when you don't do that, it actually turns into grief, sorrow, and shame. I've heard from so many people that when they try to step into leadership roles that they feel like they're too weird or they're going to be seen as too sensitive or too woo-woo when they go into kind of those traditional business spaces. They also maybe feel that they're too strategic for the soft spaces, right? That they don't feel like they belong, but they really want to be a part of something that doesn't feel fake or performative, but feels incredibly real. Badass Softie is a place where you can come and be a part of a thriving community that wants to grow profitable businesses, that wants to be strong leaders, but not at the cost of your peace, values, or health. This is a place for people who want to be a part of a tribe of like-minded leaders, ones who believe you can be driven and gentle and kind. This is a place for leaders who want to lead a team with clarity and heart and be the kind of boss they wish they had. To be able to prove quietly or loudly that empathy and ambition can coexist. And here's my favorite part, and can win. That this actually is the way to move forward. This is a place for people who want to be respected in their field without playing by outdated rules. This is a place we want to laugh more, to rest better, and still crush it professionally. So that's why I created this show. This is a place where I can bring on guests that I want to learn from, and you can learn from, who really are doing this, who are badass softies. So who is a badass softie? I just want to name that right now. You are a badass softie if you lead with empathy, if you stay rooted in your values in your work, if as you succeed, you hold the door open so that others can follow, you're a badass softie. You know vulnerability is a strategy, not a setback. You walk away from power if it costs you your integrity. You know that joy isn't a distraction from the work. It is the work. You're not perfect and you're not pretending to be, but you show up with your whole heart anyway. And you don't just wish for a better future, but you build it. You're not here to play small. You're here to redefine what's possible. That is a badass softie. I am so excited about everything we're going to be building together. All the guests we have for you, the stories we're going to share, the wisdom we're going to learn, the value you're going to get from this podcast, and we're going to get together. I don't have the words. I'm so excited about it. So thank you for being here. And I just want to leave you with this. We believe you can be both ambitious and kind, fun and driven, powerful and deeply human. We celebrate the leaders who choose heart in the midst of hustle and still aim unapologetically high. This is leadership that inspires, success with soul, and ambition that makes space for everyone. This is Badass Softie. Thanks for listening. Follow and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. BadassSoftie.com is crafted by Fruitful Design and Strategy.